Did someone say Friday? Is it that time of the week? It is! Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah! Hey, we got here. Well, I got here. I got here and I am so thrilled. I am so thrilled that it is Friday afternoon and I am celebrating the fact that I did not have a 3-day migraine this week. Oh, I didn't have a 1 day, half a day, 2 second. There were no migraines in my world this week. I am very, 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 very happy about that. It has, however, presented me with some challenges on looking at how I manage my energy. I know, who thought that there was more I could talk about this? So I think I spoke about this yesterday, where I am really thrilled that I've lowered my pace of my days, particularly when I'm in the city. I think that has been very useful for me. And today I had a very low output day. And to be honest, I had a 2-hour nap after lunch today because I was feeling so incredibly tired. And I'm starting to understand my fatigue symptoms a little bit more. Anyone who has lived with a fatigue condition for any length of time will probably tell you that they have pushed through their fatigue, because sometimes, we all know this, if we push through, our symptoms can go away. What I've had to learn is that pushing through might be okay for the next 4 hours, 24 hours, but in a couple of days' time, that push through is going to come back in really ugly ways. So I could feel it after being out last night and emceeing an event last night, being back in my own home, but needing to produce today. It was like, it's just not going to happen. And I'm off to Melbourne tomorrow, where I'm a part of the Australian Allied Health Awards. And I want to make sure that I don't have a migraine then either. And I want to make sure that I don't have, joint pain and have to leave early and all of those things that make me feel a little less than when I am trying to manage all of the symptoms that are going on in this body of mine. So I am celebrating my health today. I'm celebrating that I know what I'm talking about. And when I apply what I know what I'm talking about, we have really, really good results. So hurrah. I also wanted to give you some insight into my Joe Said No tally, which is up over there. I can't move the video around to show it to you, but I actually have a tally on a whiteboard. It says Joe Said No, and then it's broken up into September, October, November, December. And I'm already at 7 things that I've said no to. Now, admittedly, this week, there are a couple of extra things that I've said yes to. So I'm doing another live webinar with Katie and Kurt in preparation for the Therapy Reimagined conference. But who wouldn't say yes to that? I am doing a live Facebook video with the gorgeous Julia of Self-Care with Julia, because why would I not say yes to that? I have had a opportunity to meet with somebody else today who might be a great fit in my business, might not be. We've got some, I don't want to get too excited about that, but I'm pretty darn excited about that. And so I've got some work to do there. I'm thinking through that as well. And this afternoon, I received a request to go and meet with a potential brand new customer in the city to work on a fairly large project, which almost had me giddy with delight when I read the email and what was being requested. Cool project, but we will see. It feels like it's been a long time since that stuff has started to happen a little bit more fluidly. And I think I know why. I really do think I know why, and I want to share that with you now. So when we are working and living and in this state of exhaustion, any scarcity mentality we had around money is going to turn up in our energy. It's going to turn up in terms of, I can't do that, I'll get too tired. I can't do that, I'll get too tired. I can't do that, I'll get too tired. So similarly, when say I can't buy that, I don't have enough money. I want to do that, but I can't buy that, I don't have enough money. It's the same thing that is limiting us. And as I have needed to spend more time and more energy in learning how to manage my energy, I have just been doing the next thing and doing it. And that's been an appropriate time in my business and my life to do that. Just do the next thing, do the next thing, do the next thing, do the next thing. But it comes a time when you've got to get more strategic than that. And to be fair, since I've had a month off, I have had the headspace to wait for a new vision or refinement of vision, and then the strategy will come. And in the last 2 weeks, despite a 3-day migraine, the last 2 weeks, I've had my awesome mentor, Janine, my husband, other people in my world help pull out of me the vision of what Purple Co can be. And I met with Kylie Worry this week. I'm meeting with her again next week. I'm meeting with Beck McMurray tomorrow. I got a chance to see Sonia Jard. We've got some amazing talent on this team. And the future is bright. The future for people that we get to serve is really bright because we get to bring hope and healing and some sense of restoration to self to these people, and nobody else is doing it the way we can. So let's go do more of that. But if I hadn't had the time away and to come back with clarity in my mind, I would have kept going the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, and that was creating a limit. So we weren't having opportunities come to us, and it was starting to feel like a real fight. So I now firmly believe that because I have more capacity as the leader and the visionary in my business, because I have more capacity, then more things can come to us, which means that people in my world, their capacity can be filled up, which is such a joy. I love watching their faces when we talk about their work. I'm going to get them on camera one day so you can see just how much joy we all get from the work we do. And I know that that has a significant impact on our customers, on their families, on our referral sources. It just makes a massive difference. So for me this weekend, I am going to be on. So that means I need to be managing my energy and making sure that my nutrition is looked after. So I've got some sleep happening. My nutrition is looked after. I've got sleep happening, which sadly means I will be saying no to glasses of champagne because they do not sit well in my body at all. But I am looking forward to celebrating with other allied health professionals in Australia. This awards night is in the last 12 months, the change and the elevation of allied health professionals in Australia has become phenomenal, and we take ourselves a little bit more seriously, not too seriously, but we are getting better at recognizing the skills, the talents, the gifts that we have and the unique contributions we make to healthcare in this country. And I love being a part of that. It is very, very cool. So I'm not sure if anybody has been on today or if there are any comments. I'm not sure if that's a Facebook thing or an internet thing. So if I haven't welcomed you, I'm sorry about that. But I am really looking forward to connecting with you all again next week. It is the weekend, so it's my weekend sign off. So to make sure that you are going to be reminded to this weekend do something that replenishes you, that fills you up on the inside. Make sure that you hug the ones that you love, the people in your family who are important to you, the people around you who are important to you. You make sure that they know how important they are to you. And come back and join me next week, refreshed and rested, where we can chat about all things This is Private Practice. Until then, go be your awesome self.